everybody, I'm Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and I'm sorry for keeping everybody waiting. Shall we do the apricot ending? Apricot blossom ending? You wouldn't be able to get much sleep from now on. Is it okay? That smile's a little sly, don't you think? Apricot flower ending. You and I sit at the base of the tree and open the book I brought out together. Hey, that book. Oh, the book turns out to be the very cookbook that you and I had eaten from with that strange spoon. I flipped through the pages to see all sorts of dishes I remember eating. Wow, Yumina, I know it's a coincidence, but it's pretty great that you unconsciously picked up this book. Ayu says as he peeks into the book, sounding impressed. That certain thing might have been a cookbook. Hey, Ayu, I think the thing Yayoi was after might have been this book. Ayu thinks for a moment, then nods his head. It's certainly possible. There aren't any other things that stood out in the room. The Spring Village isn't too far from here, either. Let's bring it to Yayoi. We close the book and stand up and walk for the Spring Village. Yayoi at the end. How pretty! We're back. Yayoi, we're back. When Ayu and I managed to get to Yayui's house, he greets us with a warm smile on his face. So, you're back safe, Yumino. And Ayu's with you, just as planned. So, did you manage to find that certain something? We did! That is... this is it, right? When I took out the fine leather-bound book, Yayui's face morphs in elation. Oh! An excellent job! This is exactly the book I was after. Yayoi speaks as he stores the book cover lovingly. Stores? No, that can't be right. Whoops. Strokes the book cover lovingly. I heard there was a cookbook full of rare foreign recipes, so I've wanted it for a while. Who would have thought he was into such things? But that's allowed. No one says he can't be into those things. No one says he can't. And thanks to you too, it's finally mine. Thank you. Yay, isn't that great? Yeah, it's great. It's pretty great. I let a sigh of relief, having fulfilled Yayui's request. If I'd woken up just a little later, or noticed that the room was caving in just a little too late, not being able to get that book out would have been the last of our worries. The least of our... What a strange choice of words. But things turned out alright, and Yayui's pretty happy. I glance over at Ayu to see him looking as alive as ever. However, I managed to detect a bit of relief on his face. So, have you already read the book? If you have, let me hear what you think. Yayoi leads us onto a sofa as he opens up the book. He puts on a monocle and tackles the book page by page, prompting our review. I couldn't read the writing, so I don't know how to make food or what ingredients to use. But thanks to the spoons you lent us, we've got to taste them, so I can describe how the dishes taste. I've got to return the items I borrowed. I take the bandana and the spoons out of the cloth bag and hand them back to Yayoi. Did you? Tell me what was your favorite dish, Yumino? I flipped through the pages of the book, remembering the food I had yesterday. Then I stopped at the page with the boiled dish I had first. The first dish we had was this one, which used a lot of herbs. It was really tasty. As I explained, I remembered the dish on the other side and flipped over to that one. But this soup has some really interesting spices in it. It was really good too. Oh, but I can't sell the sweets short. The baked goods were really tasty. I flipped past a few pages to get to the cute-looking baked treats. These treats have a really light sweetness to them, and the way they melt in your mouth is simply divine. When I think about it, they were all so good that I couldn't pin it down to one dish. After groaning a bit to myself, I look up in resignation. They were all so good that I can't choose any. Despite my indecisive answer, Ayu breaks his silence and points to a single food picture.
This was Ayumino's favorite of them.
I can't help but speak up at how certain he sounds. Huh? How do you know? Then Ayu answers as if it's completely obvious.
Well, Ayumino, you looked like you were enjoying it the most.
Realizing that he had been watching me as I munched away, I quickly put my hands over my face. Wait, Ayu, you were watching me! Oh, how embarrassing!
Oh, come. You're cute no matter what you do, Ayumino.
That's not it. But if that's what we're going off of, then this was your favorite, Ayu.
You can tell?
Of course I can. You said it was really good and suggested it to me with a big smile. When I remembered how happy he looked, I can't help but grin a little myself.
Ayumino, you...
Before he can finish, Yayui interrupts him.
Alright, enough. Good grief, you two. Here you are, eating all this rare food. But all you did was watch each other's faces.
He throws up his arms theoretically to drive home the point. Did he say something strange? I thought it was normal conversation. However, I started realizing it probably seemed too much for people on the outside. That made me feel a bit embarrassed.
But at least I know that they were absolutely divine, so I really want to try making one of these dishes. There's a lot of rare ingredients, but I can't get these ready right away.
Yayui flips through the book, copying information into a notebook from a few pages. Seeing that, Ayu leans over and asks him,
Yayui, you can read this language.
Yayui nods as if it's no big deal.
Yes, this is the classical script of the Spring Village. I studied it back in the day.
Wow, Yayui! I let out an impressed sigh at the depth of Yayui's knowledge. After he finishes jotting down some notes, Yayui closes the book and stands up.
You and Ayu worked so hard to get this book. Let me make some of the dishes from the book tonight and let us have a bit of a banquet.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! I cheer when I hear that I'll get to have that food again. On the other hand, Ayu doesn't show any joy and instead asks a question in a meek voice.
Who's going to make the food? I'm going to make it. Both you and Ayumino are helping me.
Yayui points to Ayu, and he responds with a dissatisfied groan.
Seriously?
Well, Ayu, why not? We'll get to eat that great food again.
If you're happy, Ayumino.
When I soothe Ayu, he finally gives me a reluctant grin.
Oh, and Renda's actually in the Spring Village today too, so I'll call him over.
Oh, Renda's here?
He has good taste in food. It's a great chance to hear his opinion.
Hearing great news, I start getting ready to cook with a spring in my step.
there, Ayumi and Ayu. How have you guys been doing?
Randall, it's been so long!
Randall, I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Randall's just as cheerful and energetic as ever.
I hear about you two all the time from Ayu. I mean, Yayoi. Goodness gracious. Glad to see things are going well with you two. But Yayoi does complain a lot to me about how you guys are constantly gushing over each other.
Really? Randall laughs when he sees me turn red. Our tiny banquet begins, and we all smack our lips at the strange, delicious food. When we finish our food, as expected, Yayoi and Randall start up their drinking contest.
What's the matter, Yayoi? Gotten a bit rusty while I wasn't around? How about you admit defeat already? There's no way I'm gonna let you outdrink me. Do you want to try me? Challenge accepted.
Hey, you guys!
Oh boy, here they go.
I try to stop them, but they go through cup after cup. Ayu glances at the rampant over-drinking with exasperated eyes before taking my hand and standing up.
You know, let's leave them be. These two are always like this when they start drinking.
I'll keep up this contest until morning and end up smashed when the sun rises.
It'll be no fun if we get dragged into it. So let's just go home, Yumina.
Are you sure?
I think that's a good idea. I wouldn't want to stick around for something like that.
I'm a little worried, but Ayu shakes his head in accustomed resignation.
It'll turn out alright. Whoever survives will work something out.
Praying that the two will be alright, we leave Yayui's house and head for the Spring Village Chieftain's mansion. I look up into the night sky to see the round full moon floating in it. Wow, the moon's really pretty tonight.
It really is. Full, too.
The full moon over the Spring Village has a hazy outline, giving it a delicate air. Ayu and I walk slowly along the quiet night road, holding hands as we do. A lot of crazy things happened yesterday and today, but now I can finally catch my breath. It was a lot of fun to hang out with everyone, but I love just being alone with Ayu like this. It's so nice and comforting. Hey look, Ayumina, cherry blossoms, my favorite. He points to a large cherry blossom tree, standing on the side of the road. The pinkish red blossoms on the tree gently quiver as if melting into the night air, growing visible under the dim light of the moon. Wow, it looks kind of fantastical in the moonlight. Looking at cherry blossoms under blue skies is pretty nice, but seeing them at night is beautiful. Yeah, I like them both. But I like looking at them with you most of all. Ayu. Hey, Ayumina, what do you think of the mission we did today? I tilt my head into Zen question. What do I think? Well, all of the weird stuff took me by surprise, but it was pretty fun, I guess. You know what I thought? He stops and releases my hand, then softly touches my cheek. I thought it was like living as newlyweds. We went back to the same house, we read books together, ate together, and slept in the same bed. We were doing really simple things, but doing them with you made me really happy. So it felt kind of like practice for the real thing. Ayu. We've still got our own stuff to do, so we won't be able to see each other too much, but one of these days, let's make it so that we can sleep in the same bed every night. He takes my left hand and softly kisses my ring finger. His reverent action feels so much like a vow that my chest heats up. Ayu. Yeah, we've got to. I nod in agreement. He pulls me into his arms, holding me tightly. I put my arms around Ayu too, and nestle my cheek against his chest. Oh, but we probably won't be able to sleep together. When I try to ask what he means and attempt to look up, he holds me even tighter. Because my adorable Ayumina won't be in bed with me, I don't think I'll be able to let you sleep until morning every night.
Ayu!
Seeing my flustered face, Ayu smiles and scoops at my chin. I let out a moan at the sudden kiss on my lips. Ayumina, my bride-to-be. You better be ready. His emerald eyes narrow mischievously as I peer into my lips come to mine again. I close my eyes and wait for a kiss from my future husband. Wow, that was very pleasant. Well, up next, I am doing I'm actually
We're doing the cat.
we're doing Fukiku. I'm Jenny the Artsy-Rose, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.